Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last video, we were just going about the map, getting a few more of our fairy fountains taken care of, and today I think we're going to go on with the story. So if we remember, the King of Red Lions marked these two spots on our map. This one's Headstone Island. This is a temple, and then this is, I think, Gale Island, which is also a temple. You can do these in whatever order you want. Doesn't matter, has no effect on, like how the story turns out in the end or anything like that. But I personally like the bottom temple here a lot more. It's just more interesting and it's a little bit easier. So I think I'm going to do that one first. To save us some time, don't go barging right in thinking that you'll get into both of these islands, because you won't. There's actually a few steps that we have to do to get into both of them. So the first thing we're going to do is we are actually going to get another upgrade to one of our pieces of equipment. I marked off the Mother and Child Islands a while ago on our map, and I said I didn't want to warp to it by accident. And the reason why is because if you warp to the island, you actually warp into the island. So you can only get this piece of equipment if you have the Ballad of the Gales. And if you come in here by accident earlier on, when you can't get this upgrade, they'll pretty much boot you out. So we're gonna meet someone very special. Tell me, little boy, can you control the wind? Obviously, lady, or else I wouldn't be here. So young to have such power. How did you know to find me here? So, I frankly think she is really creepy, but this is actually the queen of the fairy world, despite her childlike appearance. Does that not surprise you, young one? I like you. Okay. And Silvash will give new power to the bow that you wield. I think the reason she creeps me out is because she reminds me of Princess Ruto, where she's pretty much off the bat just like telling you that she likes you, and she just has this creepy aura about her, but we don't have to see her for very long. I don't know why that looked painful, but I guess it was. We get the power of fire and ice to our arrows, so it's really cool that it's all one power-up instead of like two different items on your screen. I really like that. Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice. The fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to. Child, I must tell you, you are just my type. Yeah. I love that little look that they have there. The King of Red Lions is like, there's no time for this right now. Don't even think about it. But anywho, that was our visit to the Fairy Queen, and we no longer have to see her ever again, so thank God for that. Now I'm going to warp to Dragon Roost. Now we'll be coming to Dragon Roost really soon, but I'm actually not here for Dragon Roost Island. I'm here for Fire Mountain. You'll notice that Fire Mountain's in red, meaning that it is an important island, although we don't really know it yet. But we need to make a very short sail over to Fire Mountain because the ice arrows will come in use, obviously being that it is a flaming volcano. If you cool it down, we should be able to climb it. It's not apparent where you have to go, but you just kind of piece it all together. Also, the map fish give you ideas of where to go. If various parts of the map, just random parts of the map, which is why it's good to always remember things that the map fish says, because he will say like you need a power to cool the volcano down and things like that. So really short sail. And this is also this is also mandatory, just like getting the upgrade was. You have to get that upgrade in order to complete the story. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get nice and close, and then we're gonna go ahead and take out our hero's bow. Now what's really cool about this is that you just toggle in between the different arrowheads. So if I want those arrows, I just go ahead and pick it. And we're gonna cool that mountain right off, because we're getting another upgrade. I know, right? 2 upgrades, 1 video. Seems pretty cool to me. Again, this is a upgrade that you have to get in order to finish the main storyline of the game, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started here. You'll see there's a timer. They give you 5 minutes, which is plenty of time to get to the very top of the mountain here, if Link would climb. Thank you. There's a few different ways you can go. I don't really think it matters because 5 minutes is plenty of time. I think I just... Dead end? Dead end. Alright, going back down to the bottom. I don't think you get like a game over if you don't do this in time. I think you just have to maybe start over. But... okay, we're gonna go to the right this time then, I suppose. There's not really anything in your way either. There's that bird being really annoying, but basically just gotta find the right direction to go, which I apparently failed at doing. Ugh, for the love of God, I don't want to sidle, but oh well. I'm too lazy to change the wind direction and stuff. I swear to God, if this bird knocks me off, I'm gonna kill him. I took out my grappling hook because I wanted to get his treasure, because I need to start collecting more feathers, but he's flying too far away. Anyways, as you can see, we're on the very top here now. Definitely wasn't a very long climb. And in here, you have to defeat all of the enemies to continue. So I'm just going to go ahead and take care of these fire keys, because they're annoying. And it's good that we have the extended magic bar now, because now we can pretty much use these arrows with no problems, really. Don't have to worry about conserving MP, because we're not going to run out really quickly. Let's kill you. This is really nice for these guys too. Arrows in general are nice, but the ice arrows are even better for killing these guys. And again, in here, you have to be pretty quick about it, because you're still on that timer to get all of the enemies defeated. So let's open this up and see what it is. It's power bracelets! Yeah, so these are kind of in a bunch of different Zelda games too. We all know what they do. They make it so that Link can lift things that he would normally never be able to lift. Hence, you know, Headstone Island. Now we can lift the gigantic headstone in front of Headstone Island and we can get into it. So like I said, you do have to get this to advance on with the story. So just come in here whenever you want to. Like I said, you can go and do the other temple first, but I just like this one a whole hell of a lot more. So let's jump down here. And now that we have that upgrade, we can actually go to Headstone Island. Oops, wrong button. I'm gonna quickly warp to Outset, because it's right by it, and then from there I'm gonna go on over to Headstone Island. And I guess I'll just meet you guys there, really. I don't see the need to make you guys watch me do that. I've already gotten the map fish and everything like that, so I'll just see you guys on Headstone Island. Okay guys, so here we are. We are just coming up on Headstone Island. And like I said, you might as well just save yourself a trip and wait to come here until you have the power bracelets, because as you can see, there's no way to get past here unless you lift the headstone and you just throw it. Ooh, this is our first 6-note song. Let's bust out our Wind Waker and try this song out. That's a pretty nice tune. And this song is the Earth God's lyric. And of course it's a mystical song. And what's funny to me is that Azora is kind of by the Earth Temple, but anywho, this is Laruto. I am Azora Sage. For an age I offered my prayers here in the Earth Temple, praying that the power to repel evil would ever remain within the Master Sword. And yet, unfortunately, due to Ganondorf's evil design, the Master Sword you hold has lost its power. After his defeat at the hands of the Hero of Time, Ganondorf was sealed away, but not for all time. He was revived and he returned to Hyrule in a red wrath. He attacked this temple and he stole my soul, knowing that he had to remove the power contained in that enchanted blade. It's actually really sad, stealing somebody's soul. In order to return the power to repel evil to your sword, you must find another to take my stead in this temple and ask the gods for their assistance. You must find the one who carries on my bloodline, the one who holds this sacred instrument. Ah. Nothing can stop the flow of time or the passing of generations, but the fate carried within my bloodline endures the ravages of all the years. It survives. The song you just conducted is one which will open the eyes of the new sage and awaken within that sage the melody that will carry our prayers to the gods. The door that blocks your way will only open when the sage plays that song. May the winds of fortune blow with you. Alright, so there's like 2 steps to each of these temples. The first is to obviously go and get your upgrade. For this temple we needed the power bracelets in order to get in here. And the second thing we have to do is we have to go and find somebody in all the places that we've been and out of all the people we've seen that has that instrument. If you don't already know, it might be a bit confusing, but if you do know, then it immediately comes to your mind. But that's going to have to wait to the next video, because this one's getting a little bit long, and the next bit of cutscenes are pretty long. So in the next video, we're going to search the Great Sea in search of that person who has that mystical instrument. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you all next time.